Hello everybody, welcome back to today's video. Today we're going to be doing the Hunger Games with 12 KotLC characters versus 12 Percy Jackson characters. The districts are District 1, Sophie Foster, Keith Sensen, District 2, Tam and Lynn, District 3, Dex and Morella, District 4, Fitz and Biana, District 5, Grady and Edeline, District 6, Stina and Wiley, and those are 12 KotLC characters. And now for the 12 Percy Jackson characters, we have District 7, Percy and Annabeth, District 8, Grover and Luke, District 9, Nico and Bianca, District 10, Thalia and Rachel, District 11, Tyson and Will, and District 12, Clarissa and Ethan. And those are your 24 characters competing. Make sure to drop a like if you guys enjoy these videos. Comment down below which character you think is going to win, or which team is going to win, Team KotLC or Team Percy Jackson. And also make sure to subscribe. I think we are less than 500 subscribers away from the big 20,000. So please help us out. That would be amazing. But without further ado, let's jump straight into the Hunger Games. Hunger Games: The Bloodbath. As the tributes stand on their podium, the horn sounds. Percy grabs a shovel. Keith and Luke fight for a bag. Keith gives up and retreats. Come on, lock in, Keith. Morella runs away from the cornucopia. Wiley and Tam fight for a bag. Tam strangles Wiley with a strap and runs. Wait, is Wiley dead? That would be huge. Stina runs away from the cornucopia. Grover runs away from the cornucopia. Will finds a bag full of explosives. Annabeth gathers as much food as she can. Clarice sets an explosive off, killing Tyson and Dex. How did she get an explosive already? And Dex and Tyson are already gone. Grady grabs a backpack, not realizing it is empty. Nico stays at the cornucopia for resources. Edeline runs away from the cornucopia. Biana, Fitz, and Bianca work together to get as much supplies as possible. Sophie runs away from the cornucopia. Lynn runs away from the cornucopia. Rachel runs away from the cornucopia. Ethan falls into a pit and dies. Wow, that could be already 4 deaths. That's a lot for just the first bloodbath. Thalia runs away from the cornucopia. Now let's proceed. Hunger Games Day 1, as now the bloodbath is over. Morella makes a wooden spear. Annabeth tries to spearfish with a trident. Nico constructs a shack. Thalia receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Stina dies from hunger somehow in day 1. That's crazy. Tam chases Fitz. Grady defeats Lynn in a fight with Sarah's life. Good job, Grady. That's good to keep the Team KotLC alive. Luke constructs a shack. Rachel explores the arena. Clarice chases Edeline. Grover bashes Biana's head in with a mace. Yikes. Better luck next time, Biana. Keith travels higher ground. Sophie sprains her ankle while running away from Will. Percy receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. And Bianca camouflages herself in the bushes. So we should have a lot of deaths as we proceed here. And yes, as you can see, 1/4 of the Hunger Games characters are dead. Following tributes 1, 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Wiley, Tyson, Dex, Ethan, Stina, and Biana all down. 4 KotLC characters and 2 Percy Jackson characters are down. Let's keep going. Night 1. Luke, Nico, Tam, and Clarice sleep in shifts. Sophie, Morella, and Percy discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Lynn, Bianca, Grover, and Fitz sleep in shifts. Annabeth and Grady fight Keith and Rachel. Annabeth and Grady survive. Wow. Keith and Rachel are gone, man. No, Keith. Will and Thalia hold hands, and Edeline cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. A few kills, but nothing major. Let's get into day 2. Hunger Games Day 2. Fitz and Luke work together for the day. Clarice attacks Will, but he manages to escape. Grover and Grady split up to search for resources. Thalia tries to spearfish with a trident. Tam sprains his ankle while running away from Sophie. How's that possible? Sophie literally also has a sprained ankle herself. She can't be running fast. Come on, Tam. Lynn thinks about home. Bianca strangles Annabeth after engaging in a fist fight. Wow. So Percy Jackson battle there, and Bianca comes out on top. Morella discovers a cave. Percy sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. And Nico questions his sanity. Okay, well that's the end of day 2. So let's see the cannon shots. As there are 4 more cannon shots: Keith, Rachel, Edeline, and Annabeth. And that is 2 KotLC characters and 2 Percy Jackson characters down, so Percy Jackson still has the early advantage. Night 2, Lynn and Thalia talk about the tribute still alive. Percy and Grover talk about the tribute still alive. Sophie receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Morella is awoken by nightmares. Clarice and Nico run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Grady questions his sanity. Luke cries himself to sleep. Bianca lets Will into her shelter. Fitz climbs a tree to rest. And Tam sees a fire but stays hidden. Let's proceed into day 3. Tam receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Percy practices his archery. Fitz sees smoke rise in the distance but decides not to investigate. Clarice sprains her ankle while running away from Will. Guys, what are we doing? How many people have sprained ankles now? I think it's like up to 3. Thalia constructs a shack. Lynn tracks down and kills Luke. Jeez. Good for you, Lynn. Morella sprains her ankle while running for Bianca. Okay, I think that's 4 now. Like, everybody's just gonna be hobbling in the final showdown if we're just spraining our ankles. Grover dies from an infection. Okay, well that's new. Grady collects fruit from a tree. Sophie thinks about home, and Nico travels to higher ground. Okay, how many cannon shots are we gonna have as we proceed? Okay, only 2, and that's actually 2 Percy Jackson characters, which actually pretty much evens everything up, as both sides have lost half of their characters. We're down to the top 12 with both teams being even. Hunger Games Night 3. Bianca begs for Sophie to kill her, but she refuses, keeping Bianca alive. That might be a smart move. Maybe she has an ally in the future. We'll see. Morella thinks about winning. Fitz quietly hums. Thalia receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Lynn sets an explosive off, killing Grady, Nico, and Percy. Excuse me? Everyone else would probably be sleeping and Lynn's just plotting. Like, holy moly. That brings her kill total to 4, and I think we have a front runner for this Hunger Games. Wow, what a play by Lynn. Clarice sets up camp for the night. Tam receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor, and Will is awoken by nightmares. Okay, let's proceed into day 4 here. But before we get there, we're going to have the feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the Tribute's family. Clarice and Bianca threaten a double suicide. It fails, and they die. Okay, I guess that they're gone now. Will decides not to go to this feast. Morella decides not to go to the feast. Thalia decides not to go to the feast. Fitz decides not to go to the feast. Sophie and Lynn decide to work together to get more supplies. And Tam dies from an infection. Tam always dies in the stupidest ways. So now we are proceeding into day 4. Sophie searches for firewood. Lynn receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Morella tries to sleep through the entire day. Fitz bashes Thalia's head against a rock several times. Okay, welcome to the game, Fitz. Jeez, Fitz is brutal out here. And Will injures himself. Okay, let's proceed to the cannon shots as, wow, 7 cannon shots can be heard. Grady, Nico, Percy, Clarice, Bianca, Tam, and Thalia are all gone. Let's check up on everyone's status as, wow, this has been completely wiped out. There's 4 KotLC characters alive and 1 Percy Jackson character left. This could be a huge chance for Team KotLC. Lynn, obviously front runner with 4 kills, Fitz with 1 kill, and Sophie's still alive. So a lot of good competitors still in this game, but let's keep on proceeding. Hunger Games Night 4. Sophie, Fitz, and Morella sleep in shifts. We have a strong KotLC alliance here. Lynn climbs a tree to rest, and Will looks at the night sky. Nothing happens there. Let's get into day 5. Day 5. Lynn tends to Sophie's wounds. Wow, so this alliance is still going up until day 5, this Lynn and Sophie alliance. Morella defeats Will in a fight but spares his life. Ooh, Morella could have just ended Team Percy Jackson's hopes right there, but they are still alive. Fitz sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Nothing happens day 5, so there's no cannon shots heard. Let's get into night 5. Night 5, Lynn cries herself to sleep, and Will, Fitz, Morella, and Sophie sleep in shifts. Okay, nothing happens there. Another day of nothingness. Day 6, Fitz goes hunting. Lynn and Morella split up to search for resources. Sophie camouflages herself in the bushes, and Will tries to spear fish with a trident. Again, another day of just waiting the inevitable. No cannon shots can be heard. Night 6, Will and Sophie work together to drown Morella. Okay, so somehow Will is now working with Sophie, and they now drown Morella. So we're down to 4 characters left. Fitz goes to sleep, and whoa. Lynn dies from thirst? Wow, so now we're down to 3. Sophie, Fitz, and Will. This could be over soon, guys, so buckle up. Will, Sophie, and Fitz. The top 3. Will and Fitz hunt for other tributes. So now Will's working with Fitz. Oh my goodness. And Sophie makes a slingshot. So nothing happens there, but let's proceed into the cannon shots as 2 can be heard in the distance, Morella and Lynn. And Lynn was a heavy competitor as she had 4 kills. Sophie with 1 kill, Fitz with 1 kill, and Will with 1 kill. Let's see who wins this thing. Night 7, Will, Sophie, and Fitz cheerfully sing songs together. So the top 3 are all working together right now. That's kind of weird. Let's just proceed then. Alright, day 8, Fitz hunts for other tributes. Will dies from thirst. Sophie dies of dysentery. What does that even mean? Sophie dies, Will dies. You guys know what that means. 2 cannon shots being heard, but it doesn't even matter because the winner of this Hunger Games is Fitz Vacker from District 4. Well done, Fitz. It was a very, very fun games here. Some of the days were dull, but some of the days were filled with action. And here's your placement board. If you guys liked this video, make sure to drop a like down below. Comment down below who you were rooting for in this video and what place they got. Here is all the placements on the screen right now. But that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this Hunger Games video, and I will see you guys next time. But yeah, have a great rest of your day, and peace.